y'all, my name is Michaela and this is going to be my tutorial on eyebrows. I've gotten a ton of questions and a ton of requests about my brows. I've been told they look natural, I've been told to do YouTube tutorials, and I've just been lazy about it, but here I am finally getting to do it. These are my brows. They're done. Right now I have on foundation, concealer, lashes, brows of course, and this is just my natural look, but this tutorial is really just going to focus on my eyebrows. I'll put one up later for my natural look and an about me video, and I will continue to just upload videos. But I hope y'all enjoy this tutorial, and thumbs up if you like it, and please share. Thank you. Hi, so this is my face, normal. There's nothing up here. I just have a little bit of gloss on. But the first step for the tutorial, I'm going to brush through my brows. And I have a mirror like over in this corner. But you can see they're like kind of crazy. So I'm just going to brush them. And if you look closely, right there, you see like little hairs that are like not supposed to be there. So I'm going to go ahead and pluck those really quick. I'm gonna try and see if I can't really get it on like camera, so I'm gonna look at my mirror, but just know I'm plucking them. And I plug based on the brow shape that I pretty much already have. This one's like stupid and this one's more normal. This is how they are. Okay, thought I had something in my hand. And I'm gonna do this brow. It's not as much to do. This brow cooperates a lot more. And for the top part, I normally clean it up with like a razor blade at the top, but I'm just going to put that in a different tutorial for like skincare and how I keep up with my skin and brows and stuff like that, like maintenance stuff. So basically, I brush it out after I think I've plucked enough. And the eyebrow pencil I use is the Wet n Wild. Can y'all see that? Wet n Wild, and the color is, it's just like a normal pencil. The color is Sema Brown now, and I believe it says 603A. It's like faded because of course I'm touching it. And then I have a spoolie. It's by Elf right there. I just want to focus, but Elf. And then I use Pro Conceal, and then to clean up my brows I just use this little brush. It's a shadow brush, but I use it for my brows, and it's by Ulta. No numbers or anything for that. But yeah, step one, just brush through your brows. I've been brushing through them for a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on. My pencil is dull, but I'm not gonna go to sharpener, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. But essentially, I just like grab my eyebrow just to kind of create some tension so it's easier to draw. And then I just lightly shade at the bottom where my brow is, and then at the top I'm kind of creating like the line, the shape right now, and then I'm gonna blend and clean it up. Oops, it's okay if you mess up because that's what the cleanup step is for. And I try not to do it too heavy because even though we're blending, we don't want to have so much product that you can't get rid of it. I mean, if push comes to shove, yeah, we can change it, but I just would rather not do that. So I'm just going to blend it out with my spoolie, which just means brushing through it so I can distribute the product. And like if you see some sparse areas, you can go ahead and just like fill those in a little bit, even though you might end up cleaning that part up anyways. and I'll just finish this brow. Then I take my LA Girl Pro Concealer, squeeze a little bit out, not too much, and then I line the top and bottom. I'm sorry, it's like I get really bright when I'm like in natural lighting, but I line the top and bottom. And I don't think I mentioned the shade of the concealer, but this one is medium beige, and that's what I use. It can be a little light, but that's where blending comes into play. So, and then I just take it and spread it out. And I gently, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to do this off camera, but I gently just like line the bottom. My door does this like weird thing when the air comes on and it like opens and closes. So that's what that was. But you just line the bottom like such. And now I'm just like making sure it's like an even color. And then most of the time I drag it down so that it's not all caked up near my brow. And then I do the same for the top. I'm just gonna draw it out. I try not to go too close at first because if there's too much product, that can really mess things up. And I know people say like you shouldn't line the top of your brows, but I just like that defined look. So I just line the top. And now it looks like kind of chunky, like the arch is right here, but I kind of want it to be back here. So I'm just gonna fix that. By doing that, just bringing it back a little bit. And slowly but surely, I just make this skinnier. Sometimes I take away from the top if like the top looks too thick. Like right now, you can kind of see how it's like a dip right there. I really want the bottom to be kind of straight. So I'm going to take care of that. That looks pretty good right now. And for the top part, I just blend this out like such. I have my damp beauty blender right here, so I just blend that out. Sometimes I rub, sometimes. If I'm in a rush, I'll like drag my beauty blender. Not the best thing, but if I'm not in a rush, I'll take the time to correctly blend this. And yeah, that's one brow done. And that's the other one. After these steps, I would just take my foundation and blend that in. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this brow so I can show y'all how I blend with my foundation. Doesn't really matter if you start on top or bottom. This brow is not the same shape as this one, so I try to make it similar, but it doesn't always end up being the same. Just make that a little... I'm sorry, I'm like going all over the place because I'm trying to do it on camera so y'all can see. And then step 2, just blend. It's getting a little sparse here, so I'm just going to put some more product and blend this. If the tail isn't long enough right now, that's fine. You can always go back and fix that. Sorry guys, got a little off camera. Okay, and again I take my LA Pro Conceal and I'm just gonna line the bottom and then line the top. Remember that you do blend out these, but you don't want to put too much product to where it's like messed up. Oh, too much product where you can't blend. And so then I'm just gonna, like I did the first one, line the bottom. And a lot of people ask like, how do your brows look so clean? How do they pop on your face? Like, it's really about, well, for me, it's about this like cleanup step, because like this, like, well, it's kind of self-explanatory. Like, you kind of drew outside of the lines on your brows. Instead of keeping it there trying to blend it, which may cause discoloration, you come back with the concealer and you clean it up. It kind of evens out the skin tones, brings a little brightness, because the concealer is brighter than your face. So that that does that job. And right now, this is my favorite. Brushes like this are like my favorite brushes to like use for eyebrows. Like, it just makes a world of difference. And I never want like, yeah, see, like, I want it smooth. This brow always does this weird like angle thing. And I always gotta like smooth it out, like it's really weird. So that one looks like how I want it to. So I'm just gonna continue to blend this. I try and blend this as much as possible before using my beauty blender, because like it just seems easier to me to do it this way. And I know sometimes it depends on what look I'm doing, but sometimes I do go ahead and drag it out onto my eyelid. But for right now, I'm not going to. I won't be wearing eyeshadow today because I'm going to be doing a very natural look. And I always do my brows first. Like, that's just me. And you want to make sure it's not, see, like there's like a light line right there. Don't want to leave that right there, so I try and blend it out. That's how people get like those little halo effects near their eyebrows, which isn't cool. I think I want to bring this down a little more. So I'm just going to drag that out. Don't want it to bend inward, but drag out the tail of that one. And this one, if it gets like raggedy like that, I just go back with the brush. I don't put any more concealer because chances are there's still some on there. And I just clean that up. Kind of blend out the end. And there you go. And those are my eyebrows. The sun is like, there we go, just being too much for my face today. But yeah, that's my eyebrow tutorial. Those are my favorite products so far. I also use the e.l.f. concealer, and let me see. I don't have an empty container of it right now, but it does come in like kind of like a smaller version of this, like a concealer size, and it has a little like wand, and it's easy to apply, very easy to blend. But these are my top 2 concealers for that. Like I said, this pencil is like my favorite pencil ever. I always get this one. It's only like $1, if that, at Walmart. I believe Target has it. Sometimes I'll go to a beauty supply store and just pick up something cheap, because a lot of stuff seems to work for me for eyebrows, and I use mostly drugstore things. So everything I use should be affordable. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure you share it to all your friends and family. I'll put my social media below and the products that I use, and I hope I was very helpful to you. And yeah, thanks for watching my channel. Bye.